Maybe this is you. How long has it been since you planned your initial goal? How long have you procrastinated? You've had that big ambition, goal, or project that you really want to act on, but you just can't start. But future you, using the tips of this video, you're locked in. You might even say you're Mr. Locked. You work consistently. You don't have troubles maintaining that consistent sort of lifestyle that you want. You just get the work done that you need to do and achieve all your goals. By the end of this video, I promise that you'll be equipped with the tools to achieve any goal you want, as long as you're willing to do what's necessary. I'm Mr. Locked, and I'm going to show you today how to actually become consistent. But first, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. It helps me a lot, not just for my channel, but it also gives me feedback as to if people are actually appreciating my videos and taking the advice that I give them. Here's the question of the day. Where will you be a year from now? Maybe you don't know. Before continuing, though, take some time to reflect on what you'll be doing next year, right? So exactly 1 year from now, what will you be doing? What will have changed? How much will you have achieved? Most importantly, though, will you have achieved or at least made progress toward your goals? And I know exactly what you're feeling. These questions might be a bit overwhelming, but if you don't reflect on what you're going to be doing, like a plan, you'll never achieve your goals. So here's my idea for today's video. Time passes. Well, obviously time passes. To my knowledge, there's no way that you can stop time to have it, wait for you or to go back in time. You know, maybe science will disprove me one day, but for now, I don't think it's possible. So, when you visualize yourself in a year, hopefully you think of a lot of big ambitions or goals or a dream lifestyle that you want to live, right? You should be wanting to achieve or at least make progress towards those goals. But I think it's wrong to say that you have all these huge goals and then procrastinate because these goals are scary or time consuming, right? One of the issues that people have is that the project that they're doing is really difficult, really scary. It's a big challenge, right? It'll really push your limits. But the thing is, you still have to do that. The idea is next year, you're still going to be you. You know, even if science says that you are a different person because of new skin cells that you produce, so you're entirely technically different, you're still going to be you, right? Let's ignore that. So right now, as you're standing on this path of life, you have two options. The first one is that you have the choice to succeed, or at least progress towards your goal. Or you have the option to not do that, not even try to achieve your goal. But the thing is, in both scenarios, time will pass. You can't stop time from passing. So you might as well just pick the first option, where you actually choose to try and succeed with a goal. I'm going to read you a bit of a famous quote. The American author Earl Nightingale famously once said, "You should never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway." And when I first heard this quote, I was like, wow, that's so simplistic. So it's so simple that it sounds stupid, right? It sounds obvious. But I think in a lot of ways, some of the best advice that I've ever actually heard has been the most simple ones. So specifically for this one, the idea of the quote is that, well, obviously, he says the time will pass, right? You might as well do something with it. Once again, you can't really think about all your big goals, all the ambitions you have, that dream lifestyle you want to live, and then tell your brain, no, this isn't worth it. It's too scary. I don't want to do this. Because by just worrying, even right now, as you think to yourself, oh no, I couldn't do this. This is scary. You're wasting time that you could have used toward your ambition, right? By allowing your brain to actively encourage those thoughts where it's like, okay, this is bad, I don't like this, you're wasting time. there's no reason to have these thoughts. So you have two choices. The first one is that you can be you in 1 year. You can be exactly the exact same way, exact. Or you can choose to do better. You have free will, right? And so in a year, you might as well just be better than you were last year. You literally have no reason not to. So let's now talk a little bit about evaluating opportunity cost. Our brains always evaluate opportunity cost before making any decision. So in the first couple seconds right before you're thinking, oh, I should go study, well, your brain is like, okay, well, I could use that extra hour for studying. I could go sleep, or I could go eat, or I could go do something else, right? Is it really worth it for me to spend that extra hour studying? And so people will call this idea opportunity cost. And I mean, there's a lot of different applications for this term, but specifically for this, it's just opportunity cost is just what you could have done instead. Like the opportunity cost of studying an extra hour is that you don't go to bed as early. But then the upside of doing that is that you might improve your grade. But here's the deal. Opportunity cost is a great way to help us understand how the time will still pass. Because time will pass anyways, despite you committing or avoiding your ambition, right? You can choose to start that business or not start that business. But there is no reason to not commit to your goal. The better way to think about this is that you're choosing between doing something and doing nothing, right? And when you look at it like that, it's like, why would I ever do nothing on purpose? That doesn't bring me closer to my goal. And I think it's a very important skill for us to learn how to evaluate opportunity cost, not just like on a subconscious level, but actually like think about it thoroughly. And so you're like, okay, I can choose to do nothing today, or I can choose to do something today. And it's like, why would I ever choose to do nothing? Okay, I hope understanding this idea of opportunity cost and how the time passes will actually just motivate you. That was the tool that I was talking about earlier. You just have to realize, internalize it in your brain and think, yeah, that's how I'm going to actually get started. So I hope that really helped you. Now that's how you get started. Thanks for watching.